All right, guys, so I'm going to show you how I would find the main idea for an article. I found this randomly. I haven't read it before because I want you guys to kind of see how somebody would go through and reading it. Now, check out the title 8 Reasons Why We Get Bored. Obviously, it's going to be about boredom. Boredom can be used as a crisis of desire. That sounds interesting. The most common way to define boredom in the Western culture is having nothing to do. I wonder why they said Western culture specifically. Do people in the East get different bored? Bored is generally viewed as an unpleasant emotional state in which the individual feels a pervasive lack of interest in and a difficulty concentrating on the current activity, like reading this really long sentence. Whew. The condition corresponds more precisely to the French word an existential perception of life's futility. That thing is a consequence of unfulfilled aspirations. Boredom is a universal experience. Almost everyone suffers from it in the course of their lives. Existing survey estimates that between 30% and 90% of American adults experience boredom at some time in their daily lives, as do 91% and 98% of youth. Holy cow. Men are generally more bored than women. I believe that. There is also a positive link between low educational attainment and boredom. So I guess the less education you have, the more bored you are. That would make sense if most of the kids are bored then, because they have low education. Boredom is predictive of loneliness, anger, cabin fever, sadness, and worry. As that man remarked, boredom is the root of all evil. Boredom is such a motivating force that people do all kinds of things to ease the pain. The chronically bored are at higher risk of drug addiction, alcoholism, and compulsive gambling. Here are a few main causes of boredom. Who knew it was such a big deal? Monotony in the mind. Boredom is similar to mental fatigue, and it is caused by repetition and the lack of interest in the details of our tasks, such as tasks that require continuous attention. Waiting at the airport, prisoners locked in cells. Any experience that is predictable and repetitive becomes boring. In general, too much of the same thing and too little stimulation can cause its victims an absence of desire and feeling of entrapment. Now, I've already spent some time reading this, and I'm not going to make you read it all with me. So we're just going to look at the main things. So, monotony of the mind, lack of flow. I'm going to say, oh, some word challenging is in there. It's probably about like not, being challenged or maybe challenged too much. Need for novelty. Gotta have exciting stuff. Ooh, and emotional awareness. If you lack emotional awareness, you're prone to boredom. Okay. Inner amusement skills. So if you don't know how to amuse yourself, you're going to get bored. If you don't know autonomy, lack of autonomy, um, that's going to make you bored. And then maybe in culture. So, well, yeah, boredom was literally non existent until the 18th century. When you have to survive all the time, then you're probably not bored. So, those are some of the causes of boredom. And this is really what I'm going to be looking at, though, when I'm thinking about finding the main idea or a summary. So, basically, what I'm seeing is that boredom is prevalent, it exists, everybody has boredom. Um, yeah, and it's a negative thing. So, I'd probably say the central idea is everybody gets bored. Simple as that.